patch when you install already. And this is something I personally like a lot, and I think we don't advertise this publicly visible enough. So the idea is that you prepare a directory, here in that case for grid infrastructure, and you unzip the download of GI 1930. It's always the base release. And then you unzip also the most recent, in this case it's 1990, release update. So it will be unzipped in a separate subdirectory. It will create a subdirectory for the patch, in that case 317.50.108. And then when you call grid setup, you pass on this parameter -apply ru. And you mention the subdirectory's name here, which is the default name when you unzip the patch. So the installation will install grid infrastructure, but will in the installation process include also already the most recent RU. So instead of installing and then patching afterwards, you do this all in one pass. And the same, of course, works for the database. So same thing here. I create a directory for my database home. I unzip the base release 1930. I unzip also the most recent release update. And then I run the installer with -apply ru. And I pass on the subdirectory. Now here I created another subdirectory and unzipped the patch into a subdirectory. And there's a reason for that. Because you can't just apply an RU. You can also apply one-off patches at the same round. So you can tell the installer to apply the RU. And you see here also -apply one-offs. So for instance, in 1910, we have that issue with DBMS Optim bundle, where you can't enable the 1910 optimizer fixes. So you need a patch for that. And if you want to install this all in one pass, you can do that quite easily. The only thing really to mention here is you need to keep the patches separate in separate subdirectory trees, because if you have just one and you put all of them into the same subdirectory, the patch XML file gets overwritten by the next patch, and then the installer won't find it. So you really have to keep them completely separated from each other in separate trees to make sure this works well. Unfortunately, for those who will be on Windows, we have to tell you again that this feature hasn't been implemented on Windows yet. And something which is very important and which you shouldn't forget, to make this work, you need also OPatch. So before you start now the installation, you're so excited and you want to start it. Hey, wait a bit, wait a second. When you unzipped the base release, you unzipped your patches, you have kept everything in separate subdirectories, then remove the existing Oracle Home OPatch, so your future Oracle Home. You remove the OPatch directory, you copy the patch 688.0880 into this Oracle Home, you unzip it there, it recreates the OPatch subdirectory, and then it flows. So keep that in mind, and let me show you this with a quick demo here in one command. I like this quite a lot. So we create a directory here. I call it ROOH for rapid, for read-only Oracle Homes. I copy in my base release 1930 into that directory, and I copy also, in that case it's 19.9, the Linux RU, and I copy also my OPatch I downloaded. What do I have? I have 19.3, 19.9, and OPatch. So I unzip first of all the base release. Then I clean up the zip file. Next is I remove the OPatch directory. And I unzip the OPatch patch bundle. It recreates that OPatch directory. Remove the zip file. And I do the same thing now for 19.9 in that case, and remove the zip file. So everything removed here, set my Oracle Home. And then I can call the installer. Run installer -apply. In this case, it's only the RU, but the new OPatch is there. So it will prepare now the installation, apply the patch already successfully to the inventory at this point, then calls the graphical interface to the installer, set up the software. Here it's a single instance, Enterprise Edition, of course, Oracle base, permission set, please run my root sh. I pass in my password. It does the checks, Cluffy is running, and then the installation, which is basically a configuration of the unzip directory happens. Linking happens. And now I still have to confirm that the credentials I passed on are okay. Database is successfully installed, patch is there. That's it. We could check now. Trust me, that works. I use this all the time. I think one of the coolest features since 18 actually, not in 19. It's not a 19C feature, and ready to be used.